Hey guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt. So I did put up a poll on my Instagram, my Twitter, and on my community tab on YouTube, and I asked if you guys wanted like so many videos per palette, or like if you wanted a whole bunch of like different looks in one video. So I'm not quite sure how the voting is going to go right now. It's kind of 50-50 for one option versus the other, but I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Capricorn palette for these two looks that you see here. So far, I've done look 1 and look 2, and depending on how the voting goes depends on how many different looks are in one video. So hopefully you enjoy these, like, basically two looks but one video using the same palette in one, sped up shorter video. If you do like these, then let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to go ahead and get into look 1. Hey guys, it's Rebecca. So this is the look for 5 and 6 for the Capricorn palette. I'm not quite sure how these little clips are going to go together. I just pulled the first 2 looks into my editor, so I just wanted to do like a little bit of a break intro into this. So looks 5 and looks 6 for the Capricorn palette. I did go ahead and write down 2 more looks because I only had 8 looks picked out for this palette. So I'm going to be trying to do 10 looks, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to edit it, whether I'm just going to speed up all the clips or if I'm going to like cut pieces out and then speed it up. I really don't like to cut out like the application, the blending, that kind of thing. I like you guys to be able to see everything, but as of right now, this is looks 5 and look 6 for using the Capricorn palette, and I only used 3 shadows each, and I tried to keep everything as similar between the liner on my waterline and my lash line. The application kind of techniques I did a little bit different for the eyeshadows on this side than I did for this one. So I'm just trying to keep things that look similar to give you some ideas of, you know, something that would be more neutral or easy to do or easier to learn how to do versus some more of the difficult looks. Especially with this being such a neutral palette, I wanted to be able to show some neutral options for something that you can do in just a few moments to do a really quick look for work or whatever, and then walk out the door and then not have to worry about the shadows like fading, creasing, smudging, transferring, that kind of thing. And I do have hooded eyes. One of my eyes is much more hooded than the other. When I look straight up, if you look, one of my eyes is almost like completely, the lid is almost completely covered, whereas the other eye has like just a little peak of lid space that shows. So you also have to keep in mind your eye shape and how much lid space you have depending on where you apply shadows. So hopefully you like these little miniature looks that I'm doing in like one larger video. I'm not used to doing like multiple looks in one video, like more than 2 or 4. So hopefully you like these. Today I'm doing something a little bit different with looks 7 and 8. I'm going to be starting with the center shade, and I'm going to be putting that all over my lid up to where I'm going to put the darkest color for my crease. And I just had an idea and I wanted to try it out. I'm going to do the same thing on this eye that I did on the other. This is look 8. Taking the very center shade and I'm literally putting it lash to brow bone. And then I'm dragging the whole thing underneath my eye and inner corner. I've never seen anybody do this with a shimmer shade. So this is an experiment. I like how the other side turned out.